Hello guys, haven't done a video for a while. This is going to be a, I guess, review slash putting together this here starter misting system. So I haven't put one of these together before. I'll be using it for my many frogs. If you watch my previous videos, I don't think I've really done any videos of the frogs. I've been keeping them for quite some time now. And yeah, I guess I'm at the level where I can probably start to give out a little bit of information about them. However, I'm still learning, I'm still not an expert. I recommend checking out Josh's frogs. It's probably where I've got most of my information from, to some extent. Plus just general reading. So yeah, I have this mistking. I will open it up. I have actually already opened it up and I've read the instruction manual. I've read through it. Reference manual. Please read this manual, even if you don't read manuals. So I have read through this already. So what we have in here is the timer for the mistking. We have, I think it's about 10 foot of tubing. We have a fridge magnet, but I've already stuck that somewhere. Oh god, it's stuck in. So this is all of the sort of, that's the nozzle. It only comes with one nozzle, though you can attach up to 10 according to this. Power supply, cables, and then here's the actual pump. Now I've been doing a lot of research, and from what I can see, this is the best starter misting system, though it is a bit more expensive than the others, but we shall see. It does not come with a, what do you call it? I sound really stupid now. Sound stupid piece of crap. The word will come to me. Reservoir. That's the word I'm looking for. Doesn't come with a reservoir. I've watched some videos online. People have recommended using a darker reservoir, one that light doesn't get through, and that way you shouldn't have any build-up of algae and such in there, or a lot less build up of algae. So I need to go out and get a reservoir in a minute. I need to go and get myself a drill bit to attach to the reservoir. I will write down the size of the drill bit right here. And yeah, we'll go through it and see. So I'm going to make a coffee, and then I'm going to go and fill up the landy, and then I'm going to get the bits for the mistking, and I hope you enjoy. This is a lot like that bit in the Mark's Tarantulas video. Well, I got my drill bits. I actually literally bought a bin to use as a reservoir. There was other things, but I wanted something that wouldn't let light through, and it was cheap, so why not? Right guys, so let's go over some basics, I guess, of what the manual says. So first of all, let's get some of these nozzles out. So this is the spray nozzle that you get. The first thing the manual says is don't touch the end of this. It's been tested twice by the company or by the factory. So just don't mess around with it, you'll mess it up otherwise. It's an extremely fine mist, so I imagine you can just yeah, mess up all the misting system. So don't be tempted to twist everything on it. That's obviously the, you know, the connection, so fine. What have we got next? We've got all the sort of little connections and things. This is just keeping the tubing in place. Sort of like an L-shaped nozzle. Obviously you can swap this out for a T-shaped one if you want to have extra nozzles. It says you can have up to 10. And yeah, just all the connections and such. So this is the beginner one. It's going to be gravity fed, which means that the reservoir wants to be higher than the pump. First of all, we'll fit this. This is the bulkhead piece. Now in the manual it's all in inches. I think it says 9/16 for a tight fit, which is about 14.2 mil, or 5/8, which I think, I can check it, which is about just under 16 mil. So we want between 14 and 16. Now I've just gone out, all I could find was this set, which goes from, holy moly, that's actually not ideal at all. Thought I had a 14 in there. Well, I've bollocks this up, I think. What did I say? Did I say 12 point? Give me 2 seconds. Sorry guys, my inches into millimetres is pretty crappy. So it says to do it about 1 inch above the base of the container you're using as a reservoir. So I'm going to do it just over the top of this ridge because I don't want that interfering with the hole. I'll drill that in. So I got a pretty clear hole here. I'm just going to clear up on the inside. You can see sort of plastic is sticking out. I've just got a razor blade here. I'm just going to cut all that stuff off, clear up the hole, and then try putting the nozzle through. Right guys, I actually had a little bit of an issue with that. Well, not a major issue, just getting a conversion chart online for mils to inches didn't go so well. So I ended up just using a file and just filing it in a circle until I could get it exactly in. So I got a very tight fit. So I've just pressed the bulkhead in. We've got an O-ring here, which is going to go on the other side. So there we have it. Now I'm going to tighten this on as much as I can. It says to tighten as much as you can by hand, and then give it another half a turn with a wrench to give it a really good seal. It says don't over tighten it, you can ruin the bulkhead. Right. Okay, so I just filled this with water just to check it wasn't leaking. It's all good. So I guess that bit is done. Now let's reference what's next. Another thing to mention is that it does say make sure you always have drainage in your enclosures which is more than the capacity of the reservoir. As in, if something does go wrong and the entire reservoir is emptied, you know, you need somewhere for that water to go. For me, it's the sort of thing where it's not like I'm not going to be there, so it's not going to be a major issue. It shouldn't happen anyway. But also, if it did, it's not going to be leaking through any floors, so I don't have to worry about that so much. But do make sure you do have proper drainage in your enclosures. So the next thing will be to cut a piece of this hose, this pipe, and fit it in. So for this you're going to want a clean razor blade, or Mistking themselves do a tube cutter. So I'm going to cut the tube to go into the, to go from the pump to the reservoir. I have a razor blade here, should be fine. It's not exactly the cleanest, but it's still sharp, so I just want a nice clean cut. Is that going to be enough? That's the question. I'm not too fussed. If I waste a little bit of this tubing, I can get more of it from down the road. There we are. It's quite a nice clean cut. So this now goes into here. Now I watched a video of someone doing this. It said basically just press it in and press a bit more, so it should go in almost twice. So the first bit won't be enough. The second bit is the almost the second click is when it's in properly. And to remove this, you press down. Is it that bit? You press down on something or other. Ah, that's it. You press down on that, and then wiggle it a boot. There you go. Yeah. So to take it out, don't just pull it because you'll destroy the hose. You press down on this little ring, and then give it a push. There you go. That's the second push in. So that should be in. Perfect. Here it is. Now, this is not waterproof, so you know, don't be tempted to put this underwater or something silly like that. Now I believe there should be some little arrows on the top that shows the flow. So this side is where this tube will go in, the flow goes through. It should press in almost identical to how the other one went. It goes in the first bit, then another bit. So that's in. Brilliant. Okay, so I'm hoping you can excuse the mess. It is dreadful in here at the moment. That's the reservoir up on the shelf. Pipe goes down, pump is down here. When I've got a moment to clean the wall and clean everything up, that pump will be going on the wall. So the next piece of tubing that I've cut to size will go into this side. There you go, 2 clicks in, and this will go up to the enclosure that we're looking to mist, I guess. I've connected this connector on, so you can get T connectors, which are literally the same as this. There's another piece here so you can have more tubing going out, but only comes with one nozzle, so we just have this one for now. So this is going to be going all the way up, and it will be going into this red-eye tree frog enclosure, which I really need to clean the front of. In fact, I'll clean that in just a moment. This is the screen lid that I have. Now, since I had issues with the drill piece earlier, I would imagine that I don't have, does it say how big it is? I would imagine I don't have a drill piece that will fit this. You can cut through this quite easy. I have seen you can buy little corner pieces, basically a piece of plastic that you can secure this in place with. I'm not going to do that today. Oh, I could use a piece of cardboard temporarily. Maybe I should do that. No, for today I just want to get it in. We'll sort out the aesthetics of it later on. So I'm going to just basically choose where I want it, which will be around here. I'm going to cut in. This mesh is very easy to cut. There you go, that'll do. There we are. We have a mister. Right, now get this connector. Exactly the same thing as what we've been doing with the others. Presses in twice. Let me pop this camera up here so you can see. And it's in. Now we do have the sort of connections in the box to attach that to the wall, get them all out of the way, but I'm not going to show you how to get those on. So that's the actual misting system connected up for this enclosure, which will be great. You can actually hear the pump in the water. I need to top it up with a little bit more water, but yeah, let's have a look at the next bit and see if we can get it actually going. Alright, so I've set the power supply up. So what we have here is the timer, which plugs directly into the pump, comes up, and then from the timer there's two leads that come out. One of them goes to an adapter, which then leads straight to the power. I have actually already set up the timer, and again I will sort these out so they're a bit more, you know, so they're a bit neater and a bit safer. But for now, let's just give it a go, just to show you. Like I say, I have set up the timer already. I've set it up to go off sort of 4 times a day. But I think that's one of those things which would be a hell of a lot easier for you to sort of just look at the digital timer. It comes with a tiny little manual. It's pretty simple, but it's just a bit fiddly. So, or maybe, actually I'll tell you what, what's the time now? So, here is the timer. The time now is 8:21. So, what we did was we pressed the clock button, and this allows us to set the time. So as you can see, it's flashing at the moment, it says Monday. Fine. It is Monday. Press the clock button again. You can change the hour. Press it again. You can change the minute. Press it one more time. You can change the second. Then you can go back to the day. Once it's done, you press set. So that's fine. To set a timer, you press set first of all, and that will come to a sort of blank screen. So this is if you want to turn the... Oh, what is going on? The dogs are going mad. Sorry, this is if you want to just test out the misting system, so you can turn it off and on. Sorry, it will turn off if you leave it on that screen. So right, I'm going to get to set. These are, if you see, P1, P2, P3, these are times that I've already set for the timer to go off. So what one have I not done? Oh, whoops, what have I done? Maybe do that again. Da, 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 da. What time did I say it was? Oh god, I'm making this horrendous. The time now is 8:22, so if I set, let's go P5, weekly, every day, shush. Right, so flashing, so that means I'm setting it for the week. You can change it to the day. I don't want the day, I want the week. Then every day where are we? There's 2 arrows, so I'm pressing 8. Let's say 25. Oh, that's what am I doing? Do that again. 8:25, 0 seconds. And then this next one is how long I want the sprayer to go on for. So I don't want it to go on for any number of hours, that would be mad. So let's say a minute, let's say 2 minutes and 0 seconds. Set. Go back to the regular screen by pressing set. So now the next time it goes off is on your right hand side, and the actual time is 8:23, 8:24. So let's just wait and see. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, and look at that, fine mist. And it is a real fine mist, so you know, he's like, well, shit, son, what's going on? Shit. Holy moly, he's got a drip forming on his face. What a player. Yeah, I mean, it's very simple. Obviously I've probably done it a little bit cruder than how it should have been done. But, oh, there you go, you got a little noise there. But yeah, it's working fine. Obviously it'd be nice to get some of the T-junctions so I can do the other tanks. It is making a noise because of the pipe, and again that's one of those things which it comes with the little sort of lockers so you can put the pipes on the wall. Oh, but I haven't done that yet. I don't even know why there's a dubia roach in there. I think that one's just got bigger on its own. And yeah, so it's pretty simple to put together. If you do have any questions or queries about it, feel free. Well, I hope that's been reasonably educational for you guys. Like I say, I'm not the biggest expert on these things, I'm just sort of working out as I go. And yeah, if you don't mind me doing more of these frog videos, I will. I've got other frogs to show off, see if I can get some feeding videos. You know, I'm still going to do praying mantises and stuff. I still keep praying mantises. I just massively cut down this year on breeding and whatnot, so you know, it'd be nice to do something a little bit different. And maybe a new few feeding videos of some of the teas. I haven't done any videos of the teas for a long time. I sort of feel a little bit like maybe I shouldn't, because there is a lot of other YouTubers who honestly probably do a better job with the tarantulas than I do. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, like and subscribe and hit the bell icon or something like that. I think that's what they say. Anyway, toodaloo gang, ta-ta.